It's Tuesday, and that means it's time for another Tiny Tidy. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Melinda, plain and simple. Tiny Tidies is a collab, and there will be a playlist in my description box below. And I have been hosting Tiny Tidies for a few weeks now because our friend Sunday Dawn, who is the actual host of Tiny Tidies, she has been on hiatus, but it is time for her to come back. So if that happened this week, which we are expecting it to happen this week, she will be at the top of this playlist, not me. So I'll be somewhere in the playlist. So anyway, if you are wanting to get any inspiration or motivation to do something around your house, to tidy up, clean, organize, or declutter, which is what I usually do, grab your stuff and come on, and don't forget to check that playlist after you watch my video. So anyway, I am going to be showing you some things that I have found around my house once again that I am ready to declutter. So let's get started. First up, I have these 3 pairs of little footies. These are actually new. I bought them a while back, but I'm just now getting around to using them, and I put them on and really did not like how they felt. It's been too long since I bought them, and I got them at the dollar store, so you can see they were only $1.25. So I'm just going to go ahead and take the loss. So I'm going to go ahead and declutter these. The only thing I did was try 1 pair on, and I'm ready to let them go so somebody can have some new footies. But while I was at it, I also found 3 pairs of these, and they are kind of getting worn out. They probably have maybe 1 more wear in them, if that. And this pair, apparently I stepped in paint. So I'm just going to go ahead and let all of these go as well. These can go in the trash. These I can put them on Buy Nothing or in a driveway giveaway, or see if somebody in my family wants them even. Somebody might want them. And speaking of paint, I have a couple of Randy's old shirts, and you can see they have paint on them. I've used these. These are some that he didn't wear anymore, and I've used them as paint cover-ups when I do painting. And also this t-shirt, it was actually somebody's relative had cancer, and they had t-shirts, and they were raising money, and I had bought one, and I wore it a few times, and then I started wearing it as a paint shirt. And so I always forget to grab them. So they're just really clutter because when I paint, I'm not using them. I quit working in February of 2019. So it's been 6 years now since I was working. And these have been in the drawer, and I haven't been using them. So I have another box that had some as well, and I had some black ones and some nude colored ones or suntan colored ones in that box. So I kept those. There's not very many left in it. But these, it's a full box, and I haven't used them in all these years. I don't think I'm going to, so I'm going to let all of those go. And then my candle that I told you guys about the other day that I light when we have the skunk smell, well, it is getting really, like, it's way down. And so I needed to get a new one. And I went to the store, and I got a couple of candles. This one and this one. And these were the lightest scented candles that they had. The other ones were very strong, and Randy doesn't do well with candles. So I took a chance because we had a skunk again, and it was really bad. It was like super bad. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get candles. Well, I did not like the smell, and it was really hard for him. So even though I've only used these once, and I'm just going to go ahead again and just cut my losses and let them go, because there's nothing wrong with the candles. It's just that he can't breathe with them. And so I Googled and found where I can find another one with this brand. I can't get, they didn't have, at least listed online, they didn't have just lilac scented listed, but if they have just lilac, I'll get that. But they had another one that was called Spring Lilac or Lilac Spring or something like that. So I'm gonna try and get one with this brand and see if it works, because he doesn't really complain a lot with this one. But this one, even I could tell, and it was just like hanging heavy in the air. We had to open the windows. It was nighttime, and it was damp out, but we had to open the windows to get the candle thing out. So those can go. I'm just going to go ahead and let them go. I'm sure that somebody like those things, somebody's going to enjoy having that. A lot of people love candles. And then also, I have some books. So this one is a kid's book, and I was going to read it, and I never did. And it's, I decluttered a lot of books, and a lot more books, and a lot more books. You guys know I had a lot of books. So I decluttered a lot of books, but I kept some to read, and I have been reading them. But this is one that I just have not pulled out to read, and I had intended to pull some of these kids' books out and read them and then let them go. I just haven't done this, or with this one, I just haven't, and so I'm just going to go ahead and let it go. I've pulled it out a couple times and then just not read it, so I should put it that way. It's not that I haven't pulled it out. I've pulled it out, and I just can't. It's just not holding my interest. This one is a nice little book, but I have read the story, so I'm going to go ahead and let it go. And this one, it's got My Treasury of Spooky Stories, and I was going to read at least some of these, and I don't know. I opened it up and read the beginning of a couple of them, decided I don't want to. And this one is a really cute book. It's old, and it has a lot of neat illustrations and poems and stories in it. It's an old book. I don't know what year it is. I don't think I looked. Let's see. I don't know. Anyway, it's old. You can tell it's old. But I'm just going to go ahead and let it go. I don't need to keep that. And then this one is Leonardo, Beautiful Dreamer. And I think I was going to declare this one once before, and then we didn't for some reason. I don't know if Randy said he wanted to keep it or if I kept it. But anyway, nobody ever looks at it, so I'm just going to go ahead and let it go. If he does say he still wants to keep it, then that's fine. But it could have been me. I don't know. But just so you know, Randy, my husband, he is not a declutterer, and anything, and I've told him if there's anything that I ever declutter and he wants to keep it, that is fine. We can't keep everything, but if there's something he wants to keep, then that's fine. So I always give him, that permission. That makes it easier. If you have a person who's not a declutterer and they get a little nervous about that stuff, which he does, then give them that option. You have to make sure that they understand it's not that you're just getting rid of everything, but and you can keep anything, but you can't keep everything. You've probably heard that before. But I let him know that he has that right to do that, and that kind of eases that anxiety a little bit. Okay, and so then I have these three. This is the trilogy, and I had the cat one that I had read the trilogy, and I decluttered that before, and I had two of them, and I didn't have the last one, but I did get the last one, and now I finished reading them, and this took me forever to read. I just could not keep my concentration on the book. It's not that they were not good, it's just that I think I was just ready to read something different, but I wanted to get these gone, so I kind of made myself stick with that book. So anyway, I finally got through it. It took me like forever. It's not a long book. It was just me. I would go a week or two and not even read any of it. So there you go. But again, it's not because of the book. It was just me. Let me know down in the comments if you did any decluttering along with me. Till next time, happy decluttering. Bye. Thank you to Sunday Dawn for trusting me with her baby, Tiny Tidy Tuesdays, and congratulations on the new grandbaby, Sunday Dawn. I can't wait to hear all about the grandbaby stories. And thank you to everyone who has participated in the Tiny Tidies, and to all of you who have continued to watch as Sunday Dawn has been out on hiatus. And be sure you pop into her channel and give her a big welcome back.